My brother called me useless for being a janitor, so I bought the company he works for. I'm the disappointment of my family. You know, the quiet one who never had a grand plan. Everyone else seemed born with direction. My older brother, Ryan, especially. He was the golden child, the trophy son, the one who tracked straight A's and scholarships like GPS coordinates. Me? I was the kid who barely scraped through homework, more comfortable fixing lawnmowers than filling out college forms. Teachers told my mom I had potential if applied. Dad just called me lazy. By graduation, Ryan was heading to a fancy business school. I took a janitor job at a local manufacturing plant because rent doesn't pay itself. Ryan told me, at my own birthday dinner, "You'll clean floors forever if you don't grow up." I shrugged. Somebody's gotta keep your offices clean. He laughed like I made a joke. I wasn't joking. For the next decade, our lives split like a forked road. He climbed corporate ladders and pressed suits while I worked night shifts, cleaning up after people like him. It wasn't glamorous, but the work was honest. It also gave me something better than luck experience. The company where I started, Winters Industrial, made parts for big firms. During breaks, I'd talk to the engineers, learn systems, piece by piece. Eventually, I started noticing inefficiencies even the managers missed. One night, on a whim, I sketched a plan to save power costs by automating the assembly floor's heating cycles. Showed it to a supervisor. He rolled his eyes, said, "Stick to mops, Mark." Fair enough. But I implemented it myself in a small section unofficially. Saved the plant thousands over Christmas. When management noticed, they didn't praise me. They fired me. Unauthorized process modification. So, yeah, I cleaned floors for another company. Fast forward 4 years, I got a loan, used every dime of savings, and started a maintenance company. Basic facilities management, but smarter automated monitoring, predictive cleaning routes. It worked. Clients stuck. Word spread. In 5 years, I went from hauling a cart of disinfectant to managing 30 employees with contracts across the state. Then, poetic irony, my brother's company reached out. They needed emergency coverage for janitorial and building systems after their vendor pulled out. My operations manager booked it. I didn't even realize who it was until I walked in and saw Ryan in the lobby. He froze. I was in work boots, polo shirt with my company logo. "You?" he said. "Me," I said. "Don't worry, we won't mess up your floors." He gave me this half smirk. "Didn't expect you'd still be cleaning up after me." I smiled. "You're the client, technically. It's the other way around now." Over the next few months, my team crushed that contract. We cut costs, increased efficiency, the works, corporate sent compliments. They renewed for 3 years. Meanwhile, I noticed something. Ryan looked smaller. He'd been passed over for a promotion, his division shrinking. Eventually, funding issues made upper management reconsider leadership. Guess who they hired as consultant for restructuring? Me. At first, he didn't believe it. When I showed up to the meeting in a suit instead of boots, he blurted, "You own the company?" "Yeah," I said calmly. "The janitor one. It pays surprisingly well when you grow up." He went red. No words, just this look, half shock, half shame. Last week, he texted asking if I knew any openings. I didn't gloat. I offered an honest answer. "Not in management," I wrote, "but we're always hiring hard workers." He never replied. Sometimes I feel bad family shouldn't measure worth in job titles. But then I remember every dinner where he called me useless. Every eye roll, every joke about Mop Boy. It wasn't about revenge when I built my business. It was survival. The revenge just came as a bonus, poetic, quiet, satisfying. Here's the thing people like Ryan never understood. Success isn't about climbing higher than others. It's about building the ground so steady that nobody can make you fall again. And sometimes, the janitor ends up designing the whole damn building.